Welcome to the dark side of lust, Columbia Chaos. Well, hey guys, my name is Adrian, and it was the yearly vacation for us guys. We're part of a travel group, and we travel all around the world. And we go to Thailand, we go to the Philippines, we go to the Dominican Republic, and pretty much all over the world. Wherever we feel like going that year, I'm not new to the group, but there were a couple of new guys, and I got messed up with them. You see, I've been in Colombia before, and I really liked it. But being in the group for a while now, I've done it. I've been around the bend. I've gotten the girls. I've had my one night benders, and now I just pretty much go for travel. I'm not really looking for much, just to hang out with the guys and have a little bit of fun. Well, this one I will never forget. I thought I was over the lust of women, and I thought I was just going for the fun of the guy thing. But I met this one woman, and she was just out of this world, let's say. I actually think she is a demon till this day. I met her in a bar, and we were all having a fun time. And the guys, they wanted to go to a club that night, but I didn't really want to do anything too exciting. And a couple of the new guys that are in the group, they also didn't want to do anything too exciting, and both of them met ladies in the bar. So we decided that we were just going to stay in that one bar and do some bar hopping, go around to a couple of other bars and then go for a bite to eat and head back to the Airbnb that we all rented together. We rented one big house with a whole bunch of different rooms, so that's all we were planning on doing. Well, the woman walked into the bar, and I never seen a woman as beautiful as that before in my life. And she sat down beside me. I should have known at that moment that I was her target. When she sat down beside me, she spoke to me in Spanish, and I don't really speak a lot of Spanish, but I do like to practice it from time to time. I'm a retired Marine, and so for me, it's just something to pass my time with, and I really enjoy speaking Spanish. I think it's kind of like a romantic language, and I like to exercise my brain a little bit. So I started to speak Spanish back to her, and she was asking me where I'm from, and I told her the United States, and we really started to hit it off. And then she asked me to watch her purse for her while she goes to the bathroom. So she went to the bathroom, and on the way back out of the bathroom, there was a guy that came up to her, and he started to yell at her and accuse her of sitting with me. And she came over to me with the guy, and she said to the guy, um, you know, this is my friend, this is my new friend. And she looked at me and she said, this is my ex-boyfriend. He thinks that you're my new boyfriend. Can you just tell him that I met you tonight? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I looked at him and I'm like, hey, guy, no problem. We were just having a drink. That's it. Please, you know, go, like, you don't have to worry. And she was like, okay. And she walked out of the bar with the guy, but she left her purse beside me. And I looked at the guy at the bar and I was like, hey, that woman left her purse. And the bartender was like, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know her. I've never seen her before. And I said, well, can you leave the purse here at the bar? Just because she might come back and she might remember she left it here. And he's like, no, I don't want responsibility for anyone's purse. Go inside her purse and see if you see some identification or something with her address on it. I should have known at this point, too, that it was a setup, but I didn't. I did go in her purse, and my mama warned me never go into a woman's purse. But because I wanted to be helpful, and I knew how much a woman's purse is important to her, I went in her purse. And lo and behold, there was a piece of mail in there with her address. So, and of course her name, which I already had. She told me her name. thinking about it now, I think that wasn't really her name and that piece of mail was just a setup. So I said to the guys that I was with, the newbies, I told them that, we're going to have to take a cab to that address and just drop off the purse. Well, we did that. We knocked on the door, and the boyfriend answered the door. I guess she went home with him, after all. And he's like, "Oh, how did you know that Chrissy," let's just give her a fake name here because I'm even afraid to say the name. I'm afraid to call the devil. So he said, "How did you know Chrissy lived here? I thought you said that you're just a friend that you met tonight at the bar." And he grabbed me by my neck, put a knife up to the back of my head, and told me that if I didn't sit down on the couch, that he was going to hurt me. I sat down on the couch, and of course, the two young guys that were behind me, they were scared. They just followed in suit. They came in right behind me. They sat down on the couch with me. Next thing I remember is he was blowing something into my face. He bent down, held his hand out, and went, "Phew." That's the last thing that I remember. And then I woke up in the street naked. Myself and the two guys that I was with. We had nothing on us. Everything was gone. That night, I had my passport. I had $300 on me. And I also had some identification and my cell phone. Everything was gone. The guys that I was with, same thing. I felt bad that I got them into that predicament because I should have known better. I'm supposed to be the veteran here. But that's what happened. Till this day, I still kick myself in the butt. I'll never go back to Colombia, ever. But I do know that it was a setup. Be careful when you're traveling in other countries and you don't know where you're going. No matter how many times you've traveled there, no matter how many friends you have there, always watch your back and be careful. The purse was her responsibility, not mine. When you're being nice, make sure you're also being smart. Well, guys, I think he is very fortunate that he was okay and only naked and not dead. Guys, thank you so much for joining The Dark Side of Lust. Please take a moment to subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below what you would do if you were in a situation like this. Would you take her purse back to her? Would you call a cab maybe and have the cab deliver it to her? Or would you just leave it at the bar? You got to be careful out there. Have a wonderful day.